Good morning. Want to introduce myself. I've decided that I'm going to do a bit of a like a diary because I am a 63-year-old woman. On the 31st of January, sorry, I decided enough was enough and I needed to leave the corporate world. Various things that happened, and over the course of this journey, I'm sure I'll let you all know. But just so that you know, my last day in the corporate world is the 29th of February this month. So I have 2 weeks left, but I have I'm using up holiday this week, so in essence I've only got one more week of working. So it's all getting exciting. It's also getting very scary because I've done this without really a plan. My family don't know. I do have a plan-ish, but it's not really formulated yet. So I've been planning for my retirement for quite some time, and I suppose there is sufficient funds so that we can keep paying all the bills between my husband and I. But what I haven't factored in is any fund money. So I need to do something to rectify that. And this week, whilst I'm on holiday, is the start of that journey, really. It's not really, because it started back on the 30th of December. So I was thinking of all these things. I'm sorry, I'm recording this on my phone, so I've got it sort of turned around on sideways because I think it needs to be landscape, not portrait. I haven't got any fancy camera or anything. So going back to the 30th of December, trying to work out, if I was to leave work, what was I going to do to get some income in so I can have fun. That is the plan. I want to be able to go on holiday, ideally every 6 weeks. It doesn't have to be a huge holiday, but away and out, and that for me, that's the ideal. And so my thought went to affiliate marketing, and I've looked at affiliate marketing for quite a number of years, really. What is affiliate marketing? Affiliate marketing is recommending products that you use to other people. Basically, that the long and short of it, that's what it is. It's a very old. It is a very old thing. I don't really know what to call it. It is a very old thing. People have been recommending products for ages and ages and ages. But recently, and I say recently, but probably in the last 10, 15 years, it's come into the online space. And certainly in the recent, maybe 2-3 years, it's gone in the online space. And this could be because of COVID. I hate using that word, but it could have been because of that, because people having been made redundant from their roles, working out how they could afford to live, or it could be people that had been sent home from work, and I can't remember the word for it now. But when they were sent home from work to do nothing, still got paid, or a percentage of their salary. And then when it was time to go back into the office, they thought, I don't really want to go back into the office, but the company said you had to. Or they just came home and worked from home, and again, they had to go back into the office. So maybe that is why it's boomed. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyway, I'm jumping on that bandwagon too. And back in 2022, I thought I would have a little... I'd have a go at it. I wasn't doing too badly, but my husband, I hadn't got. So my husband fell seriously ill, and that took up my time. So the affiliate marketing stuff went on the wayside, really. And he's home now. He came home a year ago on Friday, actually, which is good. But obviously he needed looking after. So I've been very lucky, actually. The company that I work for has let me work from home. But giving a little bit more background onto the work that onto my work is that I started working for a chap who was a really lovely chap, and I was his personal assistant. Absolutely loved it, and the roles evolve, don't they? And I very quickly realised there was no real HR in there, and I thought we could end up getting into trouble. So I took it upon myself to look after the HR side of things. I really enjoyed it, having been in HR previously. But I still looked after him, obviously. And then roll forward 7 years, and he was looking to sell the business, brought somebody in to get it ready to sell. It sold, and at the time it sold, he asked me if I would stay with him. But I already had one eye on retirement, and I was thinking I really wanted to start and reduce my hours. This is before my husband got ill, and reduce my hours by one day. And I knew that whilst he would let me reduce my hours by one day, I would still be doing the full amount of work for him. And I thought, that's not what I want. I don't want to cram it all in, and then I'm spreading myself too thin. I didn't really want to do that. And I said I'd really like to continue doing the HR role, which meant going with a new company. And he said that was fine. He said, or if I wanted, I could do the HR role and work for him on the part-time. But there was still that thing in my head, as much as I loved him, and I really did like him. He was a wonderful, lovable rogue, I would say. He was a lovable rogue. I did, really, really enjoyed working for him and all his nuances. I always said that he could write a book. It was better than work. It was better than being in EastEnders, really. Anyway, I'm digressing. So, cut a long story short, I went with the new company. It didn't take long for me to realise that might have been a mistake, because going from reporting into the chief executive, they then wanted me to report into their head office, because obviously HR is the central function. And so why I didn't have the foresight with that, I don't know. But I was told that whilst I would only be reporting into the central function in where it was up north, my role wouldn't change at all. Of course it did. It changed quite drastically. And I saw myself from being head of HR going down and down and down and down, probably back to where I really started right when I was about 17 in administration, and didn't sit well with me, because each time I broached the subject, I was told my role wasn't changing, and it was changing. But anyway, that was my thought process in thinking enough is enough. It is time for me to go. So that's brought us up to today. I know it's just a very quick. There was a lot more stuff that went on, but that's just a very quick thing. And I'm sorry, because I keep looking off into the distance, because I don't know where I'm supposed to be looking. I know there is a little dot on my phone that really I should look at, and I'm trying to look at it now, but it's distracting because I can see myself moving on the side, if you know what I mean. But anyway, so I know I keep looking off into the distance, and I apologise. I will get better at this. So, fast forward to today, or the 30th, I should say, the 30th of December, with one eye on the fact, what am I going to do in the future? I don't want to be doing what I'm doing now. They've been kind, and they've let me work from home, but that's not going to last forever. And whilst I think my husband probably could be okay during the day, it doesn't sit well with me either. I don't mind doing it once in a while when I go out for a day, but day in, day out, I don't think it's fair on him, because what he certainly can't do is go out by himself. So he would effectively be isolated, and I didn't want that for him. So so I was looking ways, and affiliate marketing is the thing that came up. And I've been following quite a few people in the make money online world, or circle, or whatever you call it. And I'd been following a chap from, I think he was from Denmark, He is from Denmark, and I really did like him, and I did think, yeah, he's the role model, really. Not the role model, but he's what I want to be doing. That what he's doing is what I want to be doing. That's what I thought, because I'd been following him for a couple of years. But I'd also, and he ran a course for affiliate. He runs a course for affiliate marketing. And I'd also been following somebody for the last 12 months, actually, two people that had also signed up for this program, which when they signed up, actually, that's what made me interested and follow them, to see how they got on. They've got on brilliantly. They really have. They are top earners in the company. And I thought, right, okay, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sign. I identified with these women as well. So I thought, that's who I'm going to sign up with. So that's what I did. And I signed up with them. And I've sort of gone through the training program without doing anything. I've watched everything go through it, which incidentally is very good. And the stuff on mindset is incredible. And bearing in mind, I was actually mentored by Bob Proctor, who was a big mindset person. If you haven't heard of him, unfortunately he's passed away now, but his legacy does go on. And but this chap, Philip, he in one of his mindset quips, he did an analogy of pushing a snowball up a hill and down again, and it's just everything that I'd learned in that 12 months of Bob Proctor just went. I thought, oh my God, and I got the whole lot. So yes, it was superb. So I knew then that I'd done the right thing with signing up with him. And so, like I said, I went through all of the training and everything, not doing anything, just learning. And now I'm going through it all and actioning each step. And so now what I want to do is I want to record that. I want to record my daily, not necessarily daily, but I do want to record daily what I'm doing and how I get there. So this is ground zero, basically. And I'm using YouTube to document my story. So sorry, I know my voice is a little bit boring, but I just wanted to sort of introduce myself. Did I say I'm 63? I'm 63. I'm a grandmother. I want to take my grandkids travelling. I want to travel myself. I want to take my husband travelling. And I have this little thing in my bonnet at the moment that I'd really fancy doing a rail trip through Europe. My son did it. My son did it actually when he left school or when he left university. Can't remember which one it was, but no, yeah. So he did Australia when he left school, and he did the rail thing when he left university. Yeah. So I sort of want to do that, and I think that is something that my husband would be able to do too. Bearing in mind I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. I'd like to think he'd be able to do it. We'll see. Anyway, so that's me. This is my first day. And it's good to meet you all, and I hope this hasn't been too boring, and I hope it means that you'll watch me again. But my plan is to do one video every week. So this is the first video, but during the week I'll be recording other bits, and for the next video. But I've got to teach myself how to edit as well, so this could be quite scary, and it might be a bit of a car crash. But bear with me. All right then. Been really good to meet you. Bye.